So beer can be anything you want it to be, but one thing it shouldn't be is boring.
I got a feeling deep inside, it's got a hold of me tight. I see the sun in your smile and the stars in your eyes. There's something telling me that you don't even see what I see. I'm gonna make you believe, make you believe.
My name is Eric Harkleroad, and I am the owner, head brewer, part-time bartender, and basically anything else that needs done at First Barrel Brewing. To me, my goal is kind of to see what beer can be. And when I say that, I mean, you should make good beer of traditional styles, and you should make the best ones you can. But you should also try to do additional interesting, weird things. Try interesting techniques, interesting ingredients. Nothing should be out of bounds. I make a dandelion beer. That's something you don't see elsewhere. I've got a beer that uses pumpkin and mushroom and wild rice. One thing I really enjoy is kind of the mad scientist aspect of what I do. Bringing together lots of different parts into some kind of whole that makes sense and has taste and nuance that people are gonna appreciate and enjoy. I like experimenting, I like doing new things, it's fun to play around, but above everything, you need to have a high quality product. It doesn't matter if you're doing the coolest recipe in the world that's gonna taste the best, it's experimental. If you do a bad job at it, it's not going to taste good and nobody's gonna wanna have it. And so you need to make sure that what you are doing is still of the highest caliber possible. What I wanted to do with this brewery from the start is be able to expose as many people as possible to as good a beer as possible and as unique a beer as possible. I would like to expand and get a bigger system, but the small system I do have is always going to be crucial to what I am doing. I would like to be able to expand to the point that I can have a bigger brew house, have more people in, and maybe someday even expand to canning. But there's always going to be a place at First Barrel for very small, unique beers that are probably only ever going to be done on a 1 or 2 barrel batch size. That's kind of one of the spices of life, is that you get these things that are different and unique, and maybe they'll be back, and maybe they'll be different. That is how life is. You have to kind of live in the moment. And the craft beer moment is something you should always check out because it's always changing, it's always evolving, and you never know. Maybe you'll find your favorite, and maybe it'll be the beer you're telling people about 20 years from now. Brewing is a very important form of expression to me because I get to just be creative and do something I want, something I love. And you have to make sure that when you're making beer, you are making beer that is true to who you are and what you want your beer to be. If you really want to make your mark on the beer world, you have to remember to be you and do the things you want to do.